Welcome to the Learning Academy. Today we'll be exploring the continent of Oceania. Now, Oceania is the continent down under. It has Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji, and there are surrounding islands that make up the Oceania continent. We will be exploring Australia and New Zealand, and we will be looking at other islands that surround these two major countries. Of course, we will be using Google Earth Voyager, and you know this application is fabulous for geographical and any other geological related information that you may need. It is very, very good for explorations. So I invite you to take a journey with me through Australia and through New Zealand. We may even stop by and look at Papua New Guinea. So basically, when you're using Google Earth, it is very good for you to select either the 3D view or the street view. It takes you to the location and gives you a detailed view of the land area. As you can see, we are exploring Australia at the moment. But of course, we are searching for civilization, and this seems to be out in the forest or in the desert. Of course, it seems like we're exploring and it's very difficult for us to find houses and homes and so forth. So as we continue to look at the various places in Australia, we may finally discover land that is populated by people. We were trying to also see if we could find animals, but we never found that. Let's continue our journey through the country of Australia. Let's look at the geological features. Let's look at the residential places, and let's just continue on our journey. Now, eventually, we will get to look at New Zealand. Of course, we will zoom in on New Zealand and visit a few places through Google Earth. Of course, it's fascinating to do this. And as I said, you guys are staying at home now. So the best and the safest vacation to take is to take through Google Earth. Of course, you can visit places, get to know places. You can look at the street view. You can look at the 2D view. You can try to find your home, your street. You can find places that you would really love to visit. As you can see, we're still zoomed in on Oceania. And of course, looking at Queensland there. And as you see, it's going deeper and deeper, but still, this is just land. There is no houses or anything right there. Look at that. We found another location. That's Albury. We're looking at Albury right there. And it's forestry, really forestry. We're going down, seeing that there are some rivers. We're still trying to find homes and buildings and so forth. But we have maybe located a single home there, right? And you see the division and partition on the landmass, of course. So roads might be represented by those lines. That's a home, or it could just be a regular building, maybe a business. So look at that. We are basically journeying through Australia through our mobile phone, of course. And this is fascinating. And for those persons who are into geography and geology, I encourage you to use Google Earth to do your explorations. Of course, that is what I am doing. And I am encouraging you to do the same, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to explore places, and you don't have to pay a dime. Unlike if you had to take a cruise or you had to go on a flight, you'd have to pay a lot of money to go to Australia. But here you are looking. I was also looking to see if I could see any kangaroos, but I didn't find any kangaroos, and I didn't find any koala bears on my search. But one day I may just find a koala bear or a kangaroo. I was looking, but I didn't find any. However, I enjoyed my geographic exploration of both New Zealand and Australia, and I'm sure that you will enjoy it with me as well. So I want to leave your comments down below. let me know what you think about me exploring the continent of Oceania. That's Tasmania as well. You see, that's an island. And I'm zooming into Tasmania and looking at Cradle Mountain. Right, that's the thing. You can also zoom in and look at landforms. And that's what I find interesting. You can look at the valleys, the rivers, the road. You can even look to see the buildings. You can look at the streets. You can look at everything possible through Google Earth. So basically we've zoomed out and we're zooming in again. And that's the Timor Sea you're seeing there, going down into Northern Territory of Australia. Of course, this is still just so much fascinating for me. I don't know about you, but if you are just as fascinated as I am, please leave your comments. And of course, go check out the app, download it and explore it. Whether you want to explore it on your computer or you want to explore it on your mobile phone. But I encourage you to explore this app because I am finding it very helpful. It's building my knowledge on geography. It's building my knowledge on places in the world, geographical features, geology. I'm even learning about places on the earth that are similar to planets and moons in our solar system. So the journey continues, and this is a very good learning process. So if you have children, get them involved. I'm sure they will love the journey of exploring places. So we are basically in New Zealand at this time. We're looking at New Zealand. We're trying to find the area where most of the populace lives. So we are basically zooming in on now on forestry. But eventually we will locate buildings and we will show you the streets and we will show you what New Zealand looks like through Google Earth. So still it's sparse forestry land and it's beautiful. It's beautiful in 3D, and we're looking down, we can see the sea, the water around it, you can see the forestry. That is the capital, Wellington, of course. So this is where we're going now, because that is very important for you to know the chief cities and towns in a particular country. So when we get to Wellington and we're looking now at that part of New Zealand, we realize that, okay, this is where we're going to find the buildings, this is where we're going to find the homes. And of course, we finally hit the jackpot when it comes on to searching New Zealand. So it wasn't as difficult as searching through Australia, because we really wanted to find Sydney and we didn't find Sydney in Australia because, you know, that's a chief town and we would find persons and buildings and lots of civilization there along with commercialized business. And that is what we're looking at. We're looking at the road infrastructure of New Zealand basically. So we found Wellington, which is the capital, and basically we're just looking through to find buildings. We're looking to find homes, residences. We're looking to find parks and zoos and any other infrastructure like roads and so forth. And we're currently enjoying this view. And of course, we will move to looking at other places as we scroll and explore the continent of Oceania. Now, this is very intriguing for us, of course. So we've gone back and we're looking now at New South Wales, where we've gone back to look at Australia again because we weren't satisfied with what we received from just looking at Australia like that. So we've returned to see if we can find other places with more buildings, because we really wanted to see if we could find residences or buildings that were close and compact, similar to how we saw it over on the side with New Zealand. So what we're looking at now should be an island, or well, just places off the coast of Australia. So we're moving through and this looks like desert, of course, but maybe it's because we haven't zoomed in properly into the area to find out if persons are actually living there. But I'm sure kangaroos and all those wonderful animals from Australia are out there, right? So one day we'll be able to zoom in and see them. I can't wait for that day to come. So continue to explore Australia, New Zealand, and even Papua New Guinea, all the islands that surround the Oceania continent, or that are included in the Oceania continent. I encourage you to continue to explore and learn. Learning is fun. Knowledge is very important. I know I'm passionate about knowledge. I'm passionate about learning. And there is just this need and this drive to learn and learn more. They usually tell you that you can go places through books, right? And reading is very important. But no, you can go places through your cell phone. You can learn through your cell phone. You can access books. You can access maps. can access applications like Google Maps, Google Earth, Skyview, whatever it is, to just gain information and to learn and to uplift and empower yourself. It makes you seem even more interesting and more intelligent when you can just give information about a place that you have never been, or you can just speak about it like you've been there. Well, I want to encourage you, stay tuned, continue to watch my video whilst I explore the continent of Oceania, explore Australia, explore New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Timor Sea, and all the surrounding islands, even Tasmania. So keep watching the channel. We have all the information that you need here. We'll take you through, we'll help you to learn, we'll give you all the resources that you need. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have not done so, leave your comments down below because we need your comments. Your comments are very important to us. So once again, we say thank you for watching.